Hey everyone, Mighty Mike, Pickin Weeds Vintage. We're junkers, we're gardeners, we're resellers that love to travel. It's Friday morning. I'm still working on that huge vintage bank bag lot that we got, 1,000 vintage bank bags. We've already made money on it, we paid for it, and now we're making money on it, but there's so many bags, we're still working on it. Speaking of auction lots that we won, we're getting ready to run to the auction to pick up our goods. K won 8 different lots. I'm so excited about that. We have a scrapbook of vintage postcards, newspaper, ephemera. We've got a big lot of vintage advertising buttons. We've got 2 trays of collectible souvenir plates, vintage various genre books, a pair of 1970 Mad magazines, and some advertising cigar labels and wrappers. Should be a lot of fun. It's the exciting life of a reseller. Thanks a lot for coming along on this edition of Pickin Weeds Vintage. Can't wait. All right, so we got this whole shelf. So we're gonna bring the van around and then we will load her up. Wow, great. We did really well here. Get these old, cigar bands. We got some vintage books. Can't wait to go through this box of all the pinbacks. The scrapbook, the ephemera. And look at these old boxes that the cigar labels came in. Wow. These are really old. This is gonna be fun to go through. Oh, so many goodies in here. Very nice. All right, so we have a lot of the lots laid out on the table. Love these pinbacks. These are amazing. $28 for the entire thing. We have some Disney pins here, which are incredible. Here's Steamboating. I didn't even know that was a big thing. We have transportation with the railroad. We have advertising on the movies, a cable TV channel. We have Joe Namath. We have a big Olympic pin lot. So I just can't wait to go through some of these. There's some really cool pins in here. There's an aviation pin from TWA that maybe the pilots wore. There's Eastern Airlines. So that's a really good lot for $28. Wow, we did really well. We also got 2 Mad magazines, and these were $11 for the pair from 1970. And they're in really good condition. We got some cigar labels. We got these scallop plates. We do well with these, believe it or not. These are the Great Smoky Mountains, Ocean City, Maryland, Luray Caverns, Florida. And then there's some miniature ones here. We got this vintage book lot as well. That was $6. So it's gonna be an amazing lot to go through. I was really enjoying just going through when I was putting it together. But so many, so many good vintage items. We did really well this week. Way to go, Kay, at the auction. Look at this, Ripley's Believe It or Not. You have Mark Twain, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Oh, can't wait to go through. Oh, look at this, Get Smart. Wow, from Tempo Books. This is like new old stock book, Mad Magazine. And then you have a whole bunch of cigar labels in there. Oh, Ripley's Believe It or Not. This is really cool. This is going to be so much fun to go through all of these. This is neat. This is Click with Dick. Of course, Richard Nixon. These are one of those clicker thingies. Very excited about being able to go through this entire lot. All right, so Kay's home.
Hi.
What do you think, Kay?
This is incredible. I'm speechless. Yes.
So many parts to it. You have the pinbacks, you have the plates, you have the cigar labels, you have the books, you have the scrapbook.
Right.
What are you most looking forward to getting your hands on and looking at and start posting and going through it?
I love posting pinbacks. I love going through, looking at the advertising. And there's so much more here than I expected. I'm seeing some Disney, seeing political things that I'm not usually into, but I haven't seen these before. So I'm excited to start doing some research and getting these posted.
How about this one? I was in Washington, D.C. when the hostages were released, January 20th, 1981. I remember that was a moment in history, in American history, but that was such a big deal to see those hostages get off the airplane and come back home to American soil. How about Richard Nixon, President Nixon, huh?
Yeah, that one stood out to me. I thought that was really neat. I've never seen that before.
Can you click it?
Should I? Ooh. It does click.
How about this? The World's Fair, Space Needle, 1962.
This one stood out to me online when I was looking at the lots online, and I thought to myself, if I get that lot, I might want to keep this one, but guess what?
There are 3 of them.
There are more.
Yeah. So it'll definitely be fun to go through, and I know you're jonesing to go through the scrapbook. I was able to go through and just look at some of the brochures. It's so neat because you really, it's like a snapshot of this family's life, and they did a lot of neat things. They went to a lot of neat places, and they went to New York to see a lot of shows. So there's a lot of old advertising, a lot of brochures and ephemera. Here's from a Pontiac dealer. Look at the phone number is very small, very short, but just the colors and the artwork of some of these ephemera pieces are just tremendous. And I think it'll be a lot of fun to go through. Look at this, is an old napkin.
Oh, that's neat.
Happy New Year.
Look at the color.
I know. So I look at this Radio City Music Hall. There's a lot of stuff like that. My Fair Lady. Here, look at this old one from the New York Stock Exchange. That is so cool. Did you see that?
Oh, no.
And it's a brochure probably from the late 40s or early 1950s. But it is really, really cool.
Look at the graphics.
The graphics in there. And yes, actually looks like it's from the 40s. But yeah, Radio City Music Hall. Look at this. Howdy, Mr. Ice, Rockefeller Theater, Rockefeller Center, 1950. Here's the Ice Capades from 1947. And on it goes. There's some old report cards here. Just a tremendous lot.
That's amazing. I can't wait to look through it.
Yeah, this scrapbook is really, really impressive. This is very nice. And I wanted to just show everybody on our YouTube channel all of the color and these old advertisements here. Just the colors they had back then, you know?
That's neat. That's their trip to Missouri. So now all these postcards are glued in. I don't know how that... Oh, that's cool. I love
Ozarks. Isn't that cool? Oh, wow. That is very cool.
Look at these black and whites.
Those are really nice.
They're really neat.
World's largest roadside restaurant, the Diamonds Restaurant. Some of these are miniature postcards.
Are they miniature? It looks like, to me, it looks like they cut them down.
Oh, maybe they cut them
like
down for the scrapbook,
postcard.
right?
Yep.
They were scrapbooking.
Yep. Greetings from Hagerstown, Maryland.
This is from the Taft Hotel in New York.
Yeah, this is what I love about scrapbooks. Yeah, they kept
the
everything.
Taft Hotel, New York. Look at that.
Look, here's a matchbook. They kept their sugar packet from the restaurant. That's neat.
That's really cool. 2 wooden crates, and we'll go through them, and we'll make some lots, and we'll have some fun with them. So you can see these are all new old stock. Old cigar labels. Look, there's thousands in here. Just thousands. So we'll have to go through and see what we have. I have no idea. And we had a cigar lot here, some labels. And inside too, we have stacks and stacks of labels. Now some of these look like they've been maybe through the weather. But this is a local company in Stouchburg. So we'll definitely be able to make some lots as a reseller to go through these and post some on our eBay store. We've done pretty well with the cigar labels, so it's going to take some time, but this is easy to ship. And again, the local history is fascinating when you think about some of these companies no longer around. Also, these crates are really nice too. I don't know if you got the artwork on the other one, but this also has this is Hungarian. This is a nails crate. More of these labels. So you can see this is very heavy too. So we'll have to go through and we'll take a look at these and probably put some lots together and we'll figure out exactly what we have here. But we know it's new old stock, never used. And the two of those will be fun to go through. We'll have a big box just filled with these labels. And there's a bunch of the one kind, but there are some other kinds in here as well. So you have the artwork and we can do lots of these. And then we're also excited about all these. I guess these are bands. We got a lot of those to go through as well. These are really old. So we got some posting to do, right? Believe it or not, there are people that still collect these and we've had success on eBay. You have to be patient and we've sold a bunch of them. The nice thing about the small labels, they're very easy to ship, but even this wouldn't be that bad. You know, probably do a lot of a couple hundred at a time.
So is that artwork for like a cigar box?
I think so.
Is that what
Yep,
that is?
that
So
would go
each
in
one is a...
Each one would go in the box.
Okay.
Havana Gem.
Wow, there's like thousands.
Yeah, we do. We literally have thousands. And I didn't even go through this whole box at the bottom here. There's more. So yes, this will definitely keep us occupied for quite some time.
Gotta love the auction.
I love this old Pepto-Bismol ad. Stomach upset, indigestion, nausea, diarrhea. Hospital test proved Pepto-Bismol works where soda and alkalizers fail. The hospital tested Pepto-Bismol and feel good again. There's a ton of those ads in there.
It's exciting.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun going through this lot that we got at the auction. We spent just over $150 for everything. I definitely think we're going to be able to make some money on this one.
I think so.
Hey, thanks a lot for coming along on this edition of Pickin Weeds Vintage. If you enjoy these videos, don't forget to bop that like button and give us a follow as it helps us bring you more episodes just like this one. In the meantime, I'm Mighty Mike.
And I'm Kay.
Till next time, happy picking, everybody. Bye.
Bye. It's happening.
It's happening. Go to the auction. It's fun.
The auction's happening.
Is it addictive?
It is. It is.
8 lots. She just went crazy. Good, though. We got some good stuff. I feel good about it. And you're right. Those pinback lots will be fun to go through.
I think so, yeah.